If you're younger than 40, there has never been a single year in your life where France wasn't the most visited country in the world. This often over-the-top la-la land of luxury can be a fantastic place for a holiday or a terrible tourist trap. We've boiled down this list to 10 can't-miss things in the Riviera so you can save time and money planning your next trip to this amazing region. So enough with that epic aerial B-roll, let's get into it. There is no better place to start than Nice. This city sets the stage for exploring the rest of the Riviera as it is pretty centrally located among the other must-see destinations. Nice is by far the best connected city in the south of France with trains to Italy and Paris and also flights to Dubai, Qatar, New York, Montreal, among many more. In Nice, there is nothing more iconic than its Promenade des Anglais. Beaches, palm trees, 5-star hotels, and Michelin restaurants, the French Riviera does not get any more stereotypical than this. So it makes complete sense that the opening ceremony to the 2030 Winter Olympic Games is going to take place here. We will see how that goes. The Old Town of Nice is where you will find many of Nice's specialties like soca, pain bagnat, and tarte blette. Pair these dishes with the beautiful buildings, and now we've got a can't-miss stop in the heart of town. Now, if you're driving in the south of France, parking can be a complete mess and very expensive, especially in Nice, so the best help that I can give you is a camping app called Park for Night that has the most comprehensive database of free parking lots in all of Europe. This app has saved us countless hours of frustration and hundreds of euros over the years. We are in no way sponsored. We just want to pass it on to you because this tool is going to allow you to enjoy this region much more. Just down the road from Nice is Antibes, or as my dad likes to say, Antibes. This is where you will start to see the nautical side of luxury and wealth in the Riviera. I'm not making this up, there is actually a place here called the Bay of Billionaires. And with just one look at the marina, you will understand why. This is where you will find some of the largest mega yachts, not just in France, but in the entire world. Although the town isn't saturated with over-the-top luxury designer shops like others on this list, this marina is where the lion's share of revenue comes for the city of Antibes. Home to the Picasso Museum at the exact location where he used to live, the Porquerolles that overlooks the incredible mega yacht marina, and there are many cool corners of this town for you to go explore and discover. Cactus and succulent gardens, beaches with epic views of snow-covered Alps. If you're not convinced yet, then maybe the French Riviera isn't a place for you. Onto the coast to the west of the highlight jam-packed zone surrounding Nice is the Massif de l'Esterel. An impressive red rock formation that overlooks the Mediterranean, this wild and arid landscape is both the backdrop for an epic road trip and an outdoor adventure lover's paradise. All the trains in this region pass through here, and the coastal road that snakes through this area is about as iconic as they come. Hiking here is super popular, and it's only 453 meters to get your butt up to the peak of Le Cap Roux. The whole area has beaches scattered throughout, and it is a fantastic place to escape the hustle and bustle of the developed side of the Riviera. If you're lucky enough to find Mr. Thierry's boat, he's got ice creams and rosé with front door delivery, no app necessary. A special wild place where fortunately they had the foresight to not develop multi-million-dollar mansions. Once again, if you don't love it here, you've either gone to the wrong country or you really don't like sharing the road with cyclists. I'm a bit biased towards this next area, having friends and family living just minutes away, but honestly, just look at this place. While Nice is undeniably beautiful, there is just a certain je ne sais quoi about Cannes, a sexiness that makes it the perfect home for the world's most famous film festival. From the heart of town full of beautiful streets lined with restaurant terraces down to La Croisette, Cannes has a super posh vibe. full of 5-star hotels like the Carlton and showcasing the highest-end designer brands along its palm-lined boulevard. It's basically the Beverly Hills of the Riviera. Even the beach has California in its name. There is a huge reason why the world's richest people and biggest celebrities come here when they could literally be anywhere else in the world, and that's because here, you're just gonna find another level of awesome. Plus, the grocery store has hundreds of cheeses and €3 bottles of wine, so that definitely helps get our vote. If you're looking for where the locals escape for their holidays, look no farther than the stunning island of Porquerolles. This mini archipelago, nestled just off the coast near the city of Hyères, is a chain of car-free islands accessible only by boat. Pristine white sandy beaches meeting turquoise waters on one side and rugged cliffs plunging into crystal clear marine reserve on the other. This is a true paradise for outdoor enthusiasts where you can explore its diverse landscapes by foot or either rent a bike to go viewpoint and beach hopping. As a protected marine reserve, Porquerolles boasts some of the best snorkeling and scuba diving in the Mediterranean Sea, teeming with awesome marine life that is accessible from every corner of the island. In the center of this natural wonder is the village of Porquerolles, where you'll find charming small villas and guest houses inviting you to extend your stay, plus most importantly, a plethora of ice cream choices because you can't call it paradise if there's no ice cream. For a taste of the Riviera's wild and undeveloped beauty, Porquerolles is a truly special place well worth discovering. There are luxury places on this list, but perhaps none of them as notorious as Saint-Tropez. If you want to see characters, look no farther than this seaside luxury town that is also the capital of professional sailing regattas in southern France. If you time it right, coming here when there's a sailing event adds a whole other dimension to the town's vibe. Just behind this arena of yachts, you'll find a really beautiful old village that is literally littered with the highest-end luxury brands. Towns like this in the French Riviera are magnets for artists, and you're gonna constantly see new styles and techniques as you travel throughout the region. As we say in French, chacun son truc, and even though vanity is probably at the bottom of my priority list, it's always interesting to see people who are addicted to perfecting their look. Saint-Tropez is close to the beautiful village of Cassis and the unique waterworld community of Porquerolles, so there's a lot to combine a visit if you're looking to make a trip out to this area. You can take the Monaco out of France, but you can't take the Riviera out of Monaco. This country boasts the highest GDP per capita in the world at nearly $260,000, truly operating on a completely different level than any other European city. Wealth and prosperity are on full display here, as it's absolutely impossible to come visit Monaco and not see at least a dozen Ferraris. The Monte Carlo casino acts as a catalyst for this type of luxury behavior, as no casino, even in Vegas, comes close to matching its style. The marina has just been refurbished to accommodate even larger mega yachts because apparently the ones with pools were having a hard time parking here before. Home to Europe's most legendary F1 race, this city-state transforms over the span of 6 weeks prior to the event, which is pretty cool to see if you have the chance to be here during that time. No visit to Monaco is complete without a visit up to the Prince's Palace, wandering the streets of Old Town, the gardens surrounding the Oceanography Museum, and getting the mandatory photo in the Instagram frame to fame. And if all this just wasn't enough, they actually just grew the entire country by 3%, with a Dubai-style construction project that took them over 10 years to complete. The Marbertera Monaco district is a stunning new futuristic neighborhood that is on a completely other level, even by Monaco's standards. These over-the-top luxury metropolises might attract the most people, but village hopping in the region is a much more relaxed way to see the Riviera. The big three down here are Menton, Azur, and Saint-Paul-de-Vence, and although it is possible to visit all three in one day, I highly suggest taking your time because you will waste way too much time in the car. Menton is aesthetically the most beautiful from outside, and it's the only one of these three with beaches. Famous for its lemon productions, this is a very popular destination, so it's best to get here before 10 a.m., especially if you want to see the front of town in sunlight. Azur is by far the most popular village in all of the south of France, as it's very close to Nice and easily accessible by public transportation. With its elevated view of the Mediterranean Sea and its exotic plant garden, it's pretty easy to see why Azur is so popular. The only drawback here is that of these three, it's the only one that I would describe as being 100% a tourist town. Saint-Paul-de-Vence is a fortified village that has, by far, the strongest character of these three. The streets, the views, the vibes, especially when the bull players are out in full action, are simply unparalleled. In my opinion, walking on the rampart walls that surround town gives you the best view of village life in the region. I mean, just look at this, you cannot ask for anything more. With its turquoise fjords at the beginning of the Riviera, Les Trois Calanques de Cassis is just... You can kinda see where I'm going with this. As you've seen by now, there are beautiful spots all along the Riviera, but the third Calanque here, the Calanques d'Envaux, is as perfect as it gets. To get here, you can either hike, take a boat tour, or rent a kayak from the small village of Cassis. Snorkeling, swimming, and scuba diving are second best to Porquerolles, and the village of Cassis is a fascinating town that is similar in many ways to Saint-Tropez, just minus all the mega yachts and luxury overload. Depending on you, that's either a good thing or a bad thing. As we say, chacun son truc. Last but not least, it's no secret that France is renowned for its food, and no doubt restaurants here can surpass all expectations, but if you want to eat like the locals and experience the best of France, you will only find that in the local markets. Almost every town and city has weekly, bi-weekly, or daily markets, and some even have permanent ones called Les Halles. Even if you're not in an Airbnb and able to cook, there is still loads of reason for you to come down here and do some shopping. The amount of stuff that grows in Provence is staggering, and when you add that with all the local specialties and cheeses, you're gonna always find something you can't resist buying. Just be careful with the prices, because when olives are priced at €3 for 100 grams, it can get expensive really quick. Obviously, in less touristy places, prices are going to be much better than in the hotspots. Nevertheless, food is the pride of France, and you're going to eat things from these markets that you'll remember for the rest of your life. This brings us to my bonus tip for visiting the French Riviera, and that's go over to Italy for the day. Italy is just 2 kilometers away from Menton, where prices are much cheaper than in France. Heading over to San Remo or Ventimiglia, you will find supermarkets that not only have much better prices, they are full of Italian food. Cheap Prosecco, Parmesan, and all your favorite Italian treats make heading over here well worth the scenic drive. If you want to visit one of the most ridiculous villages we've ever seen, head down to Dolce Acqua after doing your shopping. I guarantee you will not be disappointed. Like always, guys, if you have any questions about any of this, don't hesitate to shoot us a message below. We had a blast making this video and hope you guys have as much fun as we did when visiting the Riviera. And if you need that little extra push to pull trigger, always remember, adventures don't happen at home.